Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you can hear me tonight. Let me apologize what happened. As try to explain what happened last night. In talking with my tech guy at Quality PC, Michael, who knows his stuff, we discovered that YouTube made a change, albeit subtle, but they did make a change that kind of threw me for a loop that I wasn't prepared for. And of course, they make any changes, they don't notify me ahead of time. Okay, so it was a subtle, small one, but albeit it kind of threw me off. And that's what happened last night. So I apologize for that. I think we've got this all straightened out now. Yeah, we do. Okay, they changed it. I'm looking at it right up there, looking at what I wanted to see. Uh, so we'll go about 10, 12 minutes tonight. Not too long. We get our sponsors in, and because we'll be right back again tomorrow night. Pistons play tonight. Isaiah Stewart is back in Cleveland. Cavaliers, after last Friday night's game in Detroit, where they had a 9-point lead with about 3 minutes left, ended up losing in overtime. Did a lot of trash talking after the game in the locker room, and essentially saying that they got the Pistons number, they're better than they are, etc. So, well, anyway, they're getting James Harden back tonight. Pistons are getting Beef Stew back tonight. So we'll see what happens. I think they're tipping off a little bit after 7 o'clock tonight. Before I forget, too, speaking of the Pistons, Red Wings, big win on the road yesterday at Nashville, although I think they got a break when they were killing off a penalty. A call that wasn't made allowed them to go in on a 2-1 break, and they scored. Ended up tying the game. Then the 3-2, they got an empty net goal at the end to win 4-2. A big win for them. They will play tomorrow night at home for the first time since January 31st. They will take on the Las Vegas Golden Knights, who are in first place in the Pacific Division out there. Very good. And then I think they're playing the Panthers at Little Caesars Friday night. As far as the Pistons go, I mentioned them. They're playing Cleveland tonight. Thursday night, they'll be in San Antonio. And then I believe Saturday night they will be back here to take on the Brooklyn Nets. Pistons right now are 45-14. I think I've got you caught up on basketball. College basketball right now. Michigan and Michigan State both have 2 games left. Michigan will be at Iowa, I believe, Thursday night. Michigan State will be hosting Rutgers on Thursday night, and then the 2 teams will play one another in Ann Arbor at Chrysler Saturday afternoon at 4:30, and that will wrap up the Big Ten regular season. Tournament starts, I think, next Wednesday at the United Center in Chicago. Michigan will get a double bye, and I think they'll get an overall seed and number 1 seed. I think they'll get a number 1 seed in whatever region they end up in, as will Duke, and possibly UConn, and possibly Florida. Michigan State could be as high as as well as they're playing right now, even a 2 or a 3 seed, but it just depends on what region they end up in. I don't think they'll be in the same region with Michigan. If they're in the same region with one of the other 3 teams, Duke, UConn, or Florida, they could make it to the Elite 8. I don't think they'd make it to a Final 4, but we'll just have to wait and see what the brackets are when they come out a week from Sunday, about 6 o'clock on March 15th. Baseball. Tigers didn't play today. They're just getting underway, and it's not even an exhibition game. They're playing the World Baseball Classic Dominican Republican team tonight. I think Ty Madden's getting the start for the Tigers. This isn't even being considered an exhibition game. I don't know what you'd call it, but anyway, they're playing tonight. They don't have another exhibition game with a major league team until Friday. We've got an off day, I believe, coming up the next couple of days too. So I think I've got you caught up then on baseball. Speaking of Friday, Justin Verlander will be making his first appearance for the Tigers this spring, rather. Well, I can think of it too before I get to my commercial. Well, let me get the commercials out of the way here first. Finish Line Family Beef. I forgot to tell you. One more thing I forgot to tell you. The Red Wings. It was good to see them get a win in March. Why? Because if you look at the last 3 years, the last 3 seasons, the Detroit Red Wings in the month of March, take a guess on how many wins they have averaged in the month of March, the last 3 seasons. Give up? How about 3.5? I know that sounds hard to believe, but March has not been kind to them the last 3 years, and that's why I think it was relevant to get a win on March the 2nd yesterday. And by the way, they started the game at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because they wanted to accommodate the audiences in Eastern Europe, primarily the Scandinavian countries. It was 8 o'clock over there. Okay, they wanted to broadcast an NHL primetime game in Europe. They picked the Red Wings and the Predators to do it. That's why they started at 2 in the afternoon here yesterday. They're 6 hours ahead of us over there, and that was a primetime game for the Europeans. I hope they enjoyed it. As I said, the Wings won. So, all right. Finish Line Family Restaurant, Carlton Road in Hillsdale, directly across the street from Aeroswift Printing, in between the railroad tracks. Everybody knows where the Finish Line is. Better part of 40 years, 4 decades in our area. You will not find a better sit-down restaurant, at least around here anyway, than the Finish Line Family Restaurant in Hillsdale. Where to start? Well, let's see. Their hours of operation. They're open every day from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., except Fridays, and they're open until 8 p.m. on Friday with all-you-can-eat fish. It's really good, really good. Every Monday and Wednesday, they've got a new special now, beef and noodles with onions and mushrooms. Melts in your mouth, tastes like something Mom would have made. It's that good. It's that good. Camera, get up here. Am I losing my camera? Yeah, just a little bit. Get up here, camera. Award-winning breakfast served all day. Fast, friendly service, great family atmosphere. The Finish Line Family Restaurant, Carlton Road in Hillsdale. A lot of good, like I said, I mentioned a lot of good new menu items, food. It's all good. Mouth-watering. I've said before, this is not a commercial for me. It's a testimonial. And I don't need a script to tell you how good the Finish Line Family Restaurant is. And I can promise you, folks, when you fuel up from food at the Finish Line Family Restaurant, you will always finish first. I can promise you that. Reasonably priced, you're going to leave there with a big smile on your face. I promise you that. I'll see you there. I better see you there. Okay. Okay. All right. We're also brought to you in part by Barrett Insurance in Jonesville. Have you got your playbook ready for Medicare? Well, do you? Don't let healthcare costs bench you. We're calling an audible with Joe Rudin at Barrett Insurance to help you navigate Medicare and health insurance. Whether you're aging into Medicare, you're in a special enrollment period right now, or losing other coverage, Joe's got the stats and the know-how to help you score the best coverage for your needs. Plus, you get a game plan for retirement healthcare costs. Well, what about businesses? Well, don't get sacked. Joe's got a group healthcare coverage options for you too. Give Joe a call at 517-849-1000 or check him out at www.barrettins.com. That's all one word. You'll find him on the corner of US 12 and M99 in Jonesville. That's Joe Rudin Insurance, protecting your dreams, 517-849-1000. Again, that's barrettins.com. Barrett Insurance, protecting your dreams. One more thing here. We're also brought to you in part by Quality PC, 37 Walter Street, downtown Hillsdale, 517-610-5372. The only place in our area to go for tech services. There is no other place to go. These are the guys. I wouldn't be here without them. Trust me. What I'm telling you is the testimonial too. I don't have a script for that. I don't need a script. I just know they're good. And Tim Lindley and his staff are more than capable of resolving any tech issues you have at all. Get in there and see them, whatever it is. Computers, internet hookup, perhaps you're changing providers, flat screen TV mounting, programming, printers, newer use, anything at all. Get in there and see them. Tech Services, downtown Hillsdale, 37 Waldron Street, 517-610-5372. Quality PC, 37 Waldron Street. Get in there telling Rick and Miggy sent you with you. Thank you very much. Lions made big news yesterday in trading. Apparently, I say apparently, a disgruntled David Montgomery to the Houston Texans. They got a decent backup lineman by the name of Juice Scruggs. Went to Penn State. He goes about 6'3", 310, 315, something like that. He's only 26 years old. He is a very decent backup. This is depth. Okay. They also released a Graham Glasgow to free up some money next Monday, which would be March the 9th. Next Monday, March the 9th. It would be. Next Monday is March the 9th. That's the so-called, that's when the curtain comes up on the new NFL season and you can start negotiating or tampering with potential free agents that you want to sign. Now, you can't officially sign anybody for 48 hours after that. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of news, and hopefully from the Lions coming out next Monday. Next Monday will be a busy day. And what do I think they're going to do in free agency? What do I think they're going to do? I got to be honest with you, folks. I would just assume that Taylor Decker would have decided to retire than have him come back. That creates a problem. They're going to sign a free agent center, or are they going to move Tate Ratledge from guard over to center? Now, I've got a void at right guard. Their picks, their draft picks. They've got a first, a second. They don't have a third. They've got 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th. What is that? 9 picks. They've got 9 picks. Yeah, 9. I fully expect them to use some of that draft capital to move back up in the 3rd round because that's Brad Holmes' method of operation, if you will. The consensus is right now they're going to take an offensive lineman, like a Monroe Freeling out of Georgia, big tackle with that 17th pick. That 17th pick can't be a project. He can't sit on the bench. He's got to start and play pretty much every down. That's where Taylor Decker coming back causes the discrepancy or dilemma, if you will. He's hurt a lot. He doesn't practice much. He's got a bad shoulder. I would just assume he would not have come back. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me to see that even if he is coming back, the Lions would cut him. We'll see what happens next week. First things first, free agency before the draft. I think they'll also draft. I think they will sign a veteran running back next week. There are several names I could throw out to you right now, but we'll save that for later on. Maybe tomorrow or Friday. Okay. But it's good to see Brad cook. Brad Holmes is cooking right now, and the wheels are turning. And again, there are conflicting reports. Some people are writing they expect the Lions won't do much next week or make much of a splash. Others are saying they think they will. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to tell you. Okay. That's where it's at right now. The Lions, was it the Atlanta Falcons who announced earlier today that they would be playing a game in Madrid? They will be playing a game in Madrid, Spain. Atlanta Falcons will be playing a game in Madrid, Spain. In fact, I think the NFL has announced they'll be playing 9 games in Europe next year. 9. It seemed like a lot. And of course, that doesn't include the game in Australia. Melbourne, between the Rams and the 49ers, playing in Australia. What is he? 21 or 22 hour flight from here to Australia. Might be even more from the West Coast. Boy. Oh, well, if they can make money, they're going to do it. NFL will do it. That's going to do it for me. I will talk to you all again tomorrow night. Okay? Not a whole lot I can say other than that. It's Saturday mornings, 9 to 10, Andy Jet. 92.1 FM WCSR. But we'll do a show tomorrow night, Wednesday. Okay. So until tomorrow night, I can simply say thanks for watching. Remember, please treat each other with respect. Hey, have a good rest of your evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.